Welcome back to another one of my videos on my channel. In this video, I'll be answering the question, what rebirth should I go for? Since I've been seeing the question come up a lot, and the answer is almost always the same for every person. So we'll be going into detail about which rebirth options is right for you in all scenarios that I can think of. So we'll get into that. Of course, before you do actually rebirth, there's quite a few things that you can do. One of the things that you absolutely need to do is remember to go and convert all your items to gems in all three worlds. That will just help with your gem boost, and otherwise the currencies will go to waste. Another thing you need to do is go to the gum converter and convert all your items to gum, since otherwise the items will go to waste. And also, there are a few optional things that you could do instead of rebirthing, like grinding for more gum, grinding for ghostlies, and other unlockable hoverboards from here. Grinding for better pets, grinding for classifieds using some of the gems that you have earned over your life. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do other than rebirthing if you are hesitant on going for a rebirth. The first question you should be asking yourself when you go for a rebirth is whether or not you'll be ending up grinding tons of rebirths. And by tons, I mean any more than like 5 rebirths. So if you are planning on grinding rebirths, the best option for you on your first life is to actually go for the Master Hunter. Otherwise, if you aren't planning on just no lifing grinding rebirths, it would be more worthwhile for you to pick either Lucky Eyes or the Ghostly Vision to get those additional ghosts and other access stuff. The other two rebirth options that I'd select picking first would be Lucky Eyes and Ghostly Vision. Selecting those first allow you access to new ghosts and will help you throughout as you continue grinding up rebirths. And so those are pretty solid options no matter what, whether you're planning on rebirth grinding or not. So select those first if you aren't planning on grinding, and if you are planning on grinding, select those after you have chosen the Master Hunter. The next options that you have in front of you really depends on how good your pets are. If you have pretty good stat pets, which would make the divine rewards pretty much worthless, that being if you have either +2 or over the stats of the divine pet, you won't need to worry about this step. But if you don't have this, like if you're rocking the atoms or mythicals from that crate, then this should be your next step. And that step would be grinding for as many divine, or getting as many divine rewards as you want or can, either 3 or 5 if you need full team, or just supplementing your current team with them. This just really helps out to begin with, just getting better stat pets. Now, after you're done with getting the pets, the next choice is really just since it's between all of the ones left. Going for the key hack pack is definitely never really a good idea. But between all of these most people think that going for pet evolution, since it gives you a 5% cell stat over the whole thing, is the best one. But actually, I would suggest going for just alternating between the tycoons, especially like token the Ectobit Tycoon, Soul Tycoon, or not really Soul Tycoon, but the Token Tycoon and Ectobit Tycoon are really helpful. Token Tycoon, most people would think, that's kind of meh, but the amount of gems that allows you to get while rebirth grinding, since you can sell from bosses for quite a bit more and then convert those gems, is actually a really big bonus. And obviously the Ectobit is kind of self-explanatory since you have to grind backdoor quite a bit. So getting Tycoons instead of that, especially since you've already gone for pretty high vacuum pets, you don't really need the additional vacuum stats from either pet evolution or auxiliary parts. So getting a combination of these in some order, maybe not needing to do them equally, but doing like 3 of one of each of the other 2 could be is definitely going to be what you want to do after that. And then after you're done with actually getting all the tycoons and as far up as you want, there is actually something to be said about going for the key hack pack. If you can get your grind time for under 5 hours for a rebirth, it would be beneficial for you to actually go for the key hack pack to actually grind for the Chroma Float from this board crate, since that 100 crate keys can go for a long way for getting some of the classified in this crate. That's probably not the best option. It's probably even better just to continue going for tycoons at that point. but that is definitely something that you can look into if you have your tycoons up to a decent level. And so to recap, you want to start off with getting the top 3, depending on whether or not you're grinding, going for the Master Hunter first. And then after you're done with getting those top 3, you want to switch into getting some better pets from the Divine Rewards. And then once you have enough Divine Rewards, or if you already have good enough pets to not need to worry about the Divine Rewards, switching over and just buying Tycoons for the gem grinding capabilities that they add. So, yeah. And that's about my suggestion for Rebirth grinding. As I've said a lot earlier, there's a lot of other ways that you can grind instead of working on Rebirths. You can work on grinding gum for classifieds, or gems for classifieds, gum for later rebirths, ghostly from the unlockables, and quite a few other things rather than just no-lifing grinding. So you definitely look into those options if you're interested in that. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if this video did help you out, that would be nice to hear about. Leave it a like. If you think if someone asks silly questions, you can direct them to this video, and so they don't have to continue asking you every time they want to know what rebirth option they should take. So yeah, and that will be it for this video. See you guys the next time I upload.